President Muhammadu Buhari's administration has been faced with Boko Haram insurgency, a challenge that has been on since 2009. The government has continually launched offensive against the insurgents with claims of victory amidst more bombings, destructions and deaths.
Honorable Minister of Defense, Service Chiefs and heads of security agencies here present.
The president maintains that one of the cardinal objectives of his government is to ensure that every citizen feels safe. He challenges the nation's security operatives once again.
The officers and soldiers who are fighting against the cause of terrorism in the Northeast deserve all the attention our country's leadership can demonstrate to them. As President of the country, I am determined to ensure that every citizen feels safe and secure in all parts of the country. To achieve this, the security agencies must rise to the challenge and curb threats to security in our country. The armed forces play a critical role in safeguarding the country. Hence, you must all ensure that your plans and programs meet the challenges we face. To this end, I am glad that this conference is holding at this time because it serves as a platform to assess and evaluate your performance from their 2018. In this regard, the Nigerian Army's efforts have led to the dislodgement of insurgents from areas hitherto viewed as their strongholds, rescue of abducted persons, return of internally displaced persons, and the gradual return to normalcy here in the Northeast. The effort of the military has also stabilized the security situation in the Niger Delta and other parts of the country and curtailed the clashes between herdsmen and farmers. I must commend the selfless sacrifices of our armed forces, especially the heroic officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army, who by virtue of their commitment to operations all over the country have brought about the desired peace. There has been a remarkable improvement in the security situation in the Northeast since 2015, when this administration came into government, and you are a major part of the successes that have been achieved. I am of course aware that in the recent months and in recent days, there have been some operational losses in the northern part of Borno State, particularly in Jili, Arege, and Matele. I know that you are doing your best to reverse this trend, and I want to assure you that no effort will be spared in providing the necessary support you require to complete the task. We remain committed to ending the crisis in the Northeast and making the entire area safe for all. I urge you all to keep up the good work. I am also painfully aware that some gallant officers and soldiers have paid the supreme price in the cause of these anti-terrorist operations. While we remember them and mourn their loved ones, I must also convey the deep gratitude and the government and people of Nigeria to the late soldiers and their families for their heroic sacrifices. Our thoughts and prayers are also with all other victims of Boko Haram's atrocities and their families. I will be visiting some of our injured troops in hospitals and also talk to others at their bases to assure them of our continued support. It is a must-win war. I want to encourage our troops not to be distracted by whatever speculations, but to remain focused and committed to the task of eliminating Boko Haram from the face of the earth.
The conference continues with talks. The Minister of Defense, Mansour Danali, assures of his ministry's determination to take measures to address circumstances leading to the death of many soldiers. In May 2018, the federal government, through the Ministry of Defense, released funds for the payment of operational allowances of thousands of Nigerian soldiers fighting in different theaters of operation, including Operations Lafia Dole, Sharandaji, Habin Kunama, and the recently concluded special security operations in the South-South and Southwest.
I'm bold to say that due to the doggedness of the officers and the men of the armed forces of Nigeria and the Nigerian army in particular, no local government area is being held by Boko Haram terrorists as a date. I therefore want to implore you to continue in decimating the terrorists and incident within our country. Despite the effort of the military, there has been a resurgence of terrorist activities in the Northeast in recent months. It is imperative to state that the activities of Boko Haram are being curtailed to the barest minimum in adherence to Commander-in-Chief directives. I'm confident in the capability of our armed forces to decimate the Boko Haram terrorists, which must be achieved soonest. As you all know, Boko Haram is no longer homogeneous, but splintered and metamorphosed into various groups similar to what is being called international terrorist organizations like State of Iraq and Syria, ISIS, with activities across the countries of Lake Chad Basin. In this regard, my recent visit to Chad and Niger was in continuation with the consultation with ministers of defense of multinational joint task force countries, which I'm the chairman. Our aim is to strengthen the operations of the multinational joint task force to enable achieve its mandate of eliminating terrorism within the responsibility areas of the countries of Lake Chad, in line with Mr. President's directives. Permit me also to use this opportunity to commiserate with the armed forces and the families of those personnel who have paid their supreme price to keep the country safe, which is one of the core mandates of my ministry, and to implore the service chiefs to ensure that those wounded in action are given the best medical attention possible. I assure you that the federal government is taking measures to comprehensively address the circumstances that led to loss of these gallant officers with new ideas and strategies. Ladies and gentlemen, it is pertinent to emphasize here that as we approach 2019 general elections, the armed forces must remain professional in carrying its constitutional roles. Remember that this was the oath you swore on joining the military. Accordingly, you must shun every form of politicking in conduct of your responsibilities.
Borno State Governor Kashim Shettima mourns the massacre of the soldiers, but commends the courage and achievements of the military in the Northeast.
I had had cause to interact with a wide spectrum of the officers here. They are brimming with ideas. They are men of letters. And I believe that while you see challenges, you see opportunities. When they throw lemon at you, you make lemonade. I believe that the challenges we are currently facing also provides us opportunities to re-engineer our society into a better place. We commiserate with you over the setbacks encountered, but I want to assure you that each drop of our blood shed by the enemy, failing rivulets to the graveyard, shall like rose planted in spring, shall sprout 1,000 limbs to bear arms. Your Excellency, where there is a will, there is always the way. Things may be tough. Tough times do not last forever, tough people do. No matter how long the night is, it must give way to the light of the dawn. The problems of Boko Haram are complex, composite, and interwoven. And for us to solve the problem, there is a need for a holistic approach encompassing the security, the political, and the military.
President Buhari arrives at the headquarters of Operation Lafia Dole to have a first-hand view of the circumstances under which they operate.
It's to encourage you to play your constitutional role of defending the integrity of this country from both external and internal forces. This is what you are sworn to, and this is what I am sworn to as the Commander-in-Chief. I assure you that I go to bed and wake up thinking about you and the conditions under which you operate. So please maintain your loyalty to the country. Whatever happens, a military, no matter how equipped and how well led, if it's not disciplined, is no use to the country.